Welcome everybody to Door 19, Advice for You from Two Complete Strangers. I'm Jamal.
I'm LaShondra.
What's up?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Today we are going to cover a very interesting topic, I think. There's been a lot of buzz about this lately going on Instagram, Facebook, all the little social media stuff. And that topic is, do church and sexy go together? Or do God and sexy go together? So we're going to discuss that today, and we would love to hear from you guys. We're going to throw out our opinions, our views, our takes on this subject, and let us know what you guys think about it also. So I'll start with that. So, do church and sexy go together? Well, I think really, possibly, the better question is not necessarily do they go together, but why do you choose to dress the way you dress, period. Whether you're going to church, whether you're going out with your significant other, whether you're at home, whether you're going to the grocery store, whatever it is. Why do you choose to dress more sexy, if you want to label it that, than possibly others? And for me, I personally...
What are some things people have said about that? I don't know if I'm out of step right now, y'all, but I thought this just came. What are some what are some things what are some excuses, and we can label them excuses, that people have said about why they do it?
Why they dress sexy or whatever. Okay, that's a good point. Okay, so a lot of people have said, well, maybe they're not trying to be sexy, or they just wear what they like, or they wear what fits their body type. Some women are more curvaceous than other women. Maybe you're more endowed in places than other women, and so that's kind of like the debate. So you have tight fitting clothes, or you have clothes that maybe snug or fit places in your body that seem to accentuate those places in your body. So that's the debate. That's the question. That's what's at hand. And so for me, it's more of a matter within yourself. Why do you choose to wear that? Because I had heard someone say this, and I thought it was an excellent way of saying it, which was, why do you, or if you dress sexy, then it's because you want to be looked at in a sexual way. You desire that attention in a sexual way. Now, that doesn't mean that you're saying that you want someone to have sex with you. We're not saying that. I'm not saying that, at least. I'm saying that you want to be, you want to get that attention. You want to get the looks. You want to get that type of attraction that comes from that. And most of it comes because you want to feel a certain way about yourself, or you feel a certain way about yourself, and you want somebody else to feel that way about you too when they look at you. So that's straight up how it is. Yeah. And if you disagree with that, then that's fine. But I think that it's something else within that you haven't uncovered lately, because once you get to a place of being able to even recognize that, why do you really wear that fitted dress? Why do you really? Now, I understand that if you're going out with your husband, or if you're doing something with your husband, maybe you have a special night planned, then, who's to say something about that? But in certain environments, certain arenas, whether you're doing public speaking, whether you're, up on a larger platform like that, that the main attention and focus is going to be on you, and it's going to be on what you look like. Regardless of what people say about hearing what you have to say. Yes, they want to hear what you have to say, but you can't close your eyes as the person is up there speaking as well. So for me, it's all of these different things. So you jump in. I got more to say on this subject, but go ahead.
Well, I think it's you have those group of people who would say, well, everybody likes to feel good. They like to, if there's some people like wearing suits because it makes them feel, you know, makes them feel superior or makes them feel confident. You know, we have all of these different terms, these different colors to color up some really deep-seated things that are really going on. So I think that's not the question. I think the question is, like she said, why do you really decide to do the things you decide to do? We're talking about dressing now. So why do you decide to dress the way you want to dress? You say, well, it makes me feel good. I feel very confident when I feel like I look good. I can't help the way my hips are, or more the way my chest is. But I like looking this way. So that's fine. But let's get deeper into the real issue here. And the real issue for everybody is really, we do the things we do, we dress how we dress, whatever it is because we feel a way about ourselves. There's a way that we have been conditioned to learn who we are, or who we think we are. You know, again, it starts at home. It starts in those early years, and it starts from television. You know how I've seen a lot of things posted where, you know, that they're showing these commercials where little kids, they have a group of black kids, and they bringing in these little dolls, and white dolls and black dolls, and most of 99.9% of the kids either wanted to look like the white doll, or they thought the white doll looked more pretty. So that's a contributor to why it is we do what we do. So you have all of this pool, all of this plethora of stuff that goes into your decisions. And what we want to get out there is we want people to get down to the essence of why it is we do what we do. And the essence is you feel a particular way about yourself and about your world. So the idea is we have to change that. Yeah. We want to change that. So we're not judging you. We're not judging the clothes. We're saying let's come from a stronger place so we can deal with whatever this thing is. And we can come, you know, we can get to it in a real way.
Yeah, because I think that's such an important part to move in on, which is about the judgment. I've heard a lot of people say, well, church people, quote unquote, are judging someone because they're dressed this way, or even church or not, religious or not, whatever, that someone else is judging this person because maybe they have on the tightest, the shortest thing that they can put on. And it's not a matter of judging someone from that standpoint. And I can speak for myself and say this openly, that I used to dress a certain way in my teens. And I know a lot of people go through these phases and stages as teens and that type of thing. And at the time that I did it, you know, I had a great family life. I had great parents who loved me, who told me they loved me. I had all of these things, but there was something within myself that I didn't feel confident about. And so wearing the short shorts gave me the attention that I felt like I needed, that made me feel confident in a certain area. So it's not a matter of judging anyone, because we would never look at someone and say, oh, you know, call somebody out their name because they're dressed like this. For me personally, when I see someone dressed a particular way, I see that they're hurting in some way that they may not be aware of. So it's, once again, it's not about judging anyone. You should never put a label on someone and label them outside of their name. You should never do that. But the point that, again, that we're making, that Jamal said so clearly, is it's a matter of why do you do the things that you do. And I know that a few years ago it had been mentioned with Mary. She had one of the, and for those of you who don't know, they're Christian singers, a group, and one of the ladies had wore a very fitting white dress that got so much media attention, a lot of backlash from it. And a lot of people said, you know, that was wrong. People shouldn't say this about her. And she even said, well, I felt confident, I felt beautiful, I felt sexy. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way at all. You should. You know, I believe that you should always feel those things. Right. But do the clothes have to make you feel that way all the time? And yes, you can wear something, maybe you just got your hair done, or you just got a new outfit, and you are going to feel a little, you know, get a little pep in your step that day for that. But that doesn't mean that you have to overtly show off anything whatsoever. And I want to even move in just very briefly into the subject of people saying, well, women don't want other women to wear this because they don't want their men looking at the women, or they're too insecure themselves to wear it, or they feel insecure about their relationship, so they don't want other women to wear that. Now, that could be the case some of the time, but I also just believe it's a matter of your own self-respect that has to be looked at here. You know, you shouldn't want to draw the attention from someone else's husband. You shouldn't want to draw the attention from anybody else to you. You know, that's really the big thing. And I know people will say, well, I can't control what somebody else thinks. I can't control how somebody else looks at me or their feelings. No, you absolutely can't control what anybody else thinks or feels or how they look at you. But what you can control is your own self. Right. You have the power to wear what you want to wear. So some people will say, well, then I'm going to wear this short, tight dress or these tight pants, and, you know, everything's hanging out. And if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But the bigger picture here again is, why do you choose to do it?
Right. And we're not advocating at all what you're wearing, judging you on what you need. Absolutely. To stop wearing them short. You need to stop wearing that skirt. Like, we're not doing that at all.
Right.
All we're trying to steer you to, or just to get you to consider, is that we all do things for a reason. Mm-hmm. There is a reason why you feel the way you feel about yourself. But the great news is, once you come to the conclusion, or once you come to the realization that, wow, I can actually say, I can see that, I can see me doing that, or I can see me viewing myself in this way, then you've already completed 40 to 50% of the work. Mm-hmm. And the next step is just letting it go, mm-hmm. and starting to come into a place of beauty about what you are, about who you are, and allowing that to blossom, whatever that blossoms into. So do not ever think that we're saying you need to change your clothes or blah, blah, blah. We're saying you need to take a look at your heart. You need to take a look at what's down inside, what hurts you. You know what I mean? Just go in yourself and find out what it is that you can find out what it is about yourself that's going to start to shift everything. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Because the great thing is that we can all change. We can all become better in different ways of our lives, you know. And, you know, once again, clothing is just the outward of something else within. So just, you know, we always want to offer you guys a different perspective on things here at Door 19, and a new way maybe you hadn't even considered before. So just take that in, take it for what it is, and know that we come from a place of love, and we come from a place of you know, experiencing this hands-on, you know. So just take that and continue to grow, continue to change, continue to be beautiful inside and out, and appreciate who you truly are within.
Yeah. Door 19 advice for you. That's the number 4 and the letter U at gmail.com. Talk to us. Bye.